What's up guys, this is Brandon H. Lee. I play Kwon Jae-sung in Cobra Kai, and today we'll be reacting to and breaking down Cobra Kai Season 6, Episode 6. If you haven't seen the video of me breaking down Part 1, link will be in the description. Feel free to check it out. Let's get it. Oh yeah, the music. We're finally here, baby.
Welcome, competitive Sekai. Taikai.
Dude, there's so many people. Oh my gosh. I can't help but head bob to the music.
Taikai is because you embody all that
Hey.
the Sekai Taikai stands for.
Let's go. Man, I'm getting chills. Mr. Miyagi? Aw, poor Miguel. I still can't believe I'm like sharing the screen with Peyton List. Like, what the heck? This dude's always smirking, Kwon.
And welcome to the
It's so weird because I'm like such a big fan of this show, and then I'm like all of a sudden in what the heck? What am I doing on the screen there? Oh, still mind blowing to me. The entrance of episode 5, when we walk in, we were shooting that the same time we shot that scene. I think it was the first time that we had all of the cast together in one place, so it was just like super surreal. Even though Gunther was the only one that had the lines, just standing there, being in the presence of all those people was just super surreal, man.
Robby and I would... No, I'll bunk with El Serpiente. Besides, you fart in your sleep.
Erroneous, and he who observed it served it, by the way.
Dude, I remember they improvised like a lot of that, and I was like dying behind camera.
How could Tori go back to Cobra Kai?
Yes, come to the dark side, Tori.
Ooh, I love the music.
You are the famous Miyagi-Do. We have heard about you, but I do not know why. You do not look like much.
Yeah,
This guy,
I feel a
bro.
lot better when you step on the mat tomorrow.
Oh, who? Battle of the Hairs. Dimitri, bro. Oh my god.
Should we be worried about him? No.
Robby's gonna
Oh, you should be worried, all right.
be fine. What?
Dimitri's onto something. So this scene was so much fun to do. Usually in TV and film, we're not very fortunate to shoot things in chronological order. Say, for example, you might be shooting something in episode 10 before you shoot episode 6. But we were super fortunate that I believe this scene right here was actually the very first time we were on set with the main cast. And oh my gosh, I was so freaking nervous. We actually all got to train together the weekend before, and we were learning the Captain's War fight, which you guys will see later. Don Lee, our fight coordinator, shout out Don, kind of went method on us and had Jacob, Tanner, and I do a high kick contest. And that was so much fun. I remember I was so hyped for that training that I think I pushed my body too far and I like pinched a nerve in my back.
My back!
During a couple of the episodes, I was just like dealing with some back pain, but thankfully I worked through it. But I guess I kicked my nerve out of place, or my spine out of place. Who knows? I just remember right here specifically when we walked in and I was like, whoa. I genuinely had that feeling because as soon as I said my line, all of them turned and looked at me
You are the famous Miyagi-Do.
like that. I would just see that right on my eyes, and I was just like, dude, I'm so used to seeing you guys on my TV screen, and now all of you are just staring at me like, what the heck? So genuinely, I had that like, whoa, this is the famous Miyagi-Do, you know? If you guys watched the previous episode, I think this is where I took a tip from when I observed Marty, who plays Sensei Kreese, the legend, where you use a real emotion that you're actually feeling as the actor on set, and I was genuinely kind of like nerding out. And this is where like the writers do such a good job writing the characters in this show, because no matter how I deliver the lines as Kwon, he still comes out as an asshole. As long as I deliver it authentically, it comes off as still that character. So I genuinely use that feeling of like, whoa, you're the famous Miyagi-Do, like what the heck? heck? And then obviously later I kind of, you know, put that Kwon swag of like, you don't know me. But inside I was like, oh, these guys are so cool. What the heck? The main cast, every single one of them, I was so hyped to meet them because in between shooting episode 3 from part 1 and this, it was like a whole month gap. So I didn't really get to meet that many of them. I think I ran into Tanner and Sholo briefly. But other than that, it was meeting them for the first time and they were all so welcoming. I just remember always thinking of that phrase, never meet your heroes because you'll be let down because they'll be jerks. But these guys are a complete exception to the rule, man. They're just genuinely some of the most cool and authentic people I've ever met, and amazing actors and performers too. So that part right there where I made Gianni, who plays Dimitri, flinch, I actually didn't tell him I was going to do that. I just wanted to see like how he would react to it, and I felt it in the moment. I felt like Kwon would do something like that, you know, because Dimitri seems like the easiest target out of them in Kwon's mind, I think. I remember I also saw in the script, in the Captain's War, Kwon takes out Dimitri in literally one kick. And there's actually a deleted scene that they didn't end up keeping in here, but Kwon bullies Dimitri at the aquarium too. So I saw that in the script and I was like, oh, and I'm seeing that Dimitri thinks he's feeling himself with his hair a little spiked up, wearing like a cool sports jacket. I think Kwon might be here to like humble him a little bit, you know? So I just figured I just wanted to see how he would react to it, and I did that. Joel, who's an amazing director, he was the director of the episode, he loved it, so he told me to do it every take. So it was like kind of this little game that I had with Gianni where I just tried to genuinely scare him and change the timing of when I would do it every single time, and he just in between takes kept saying, stop it, you're scaring me, but like as a joke. Gianni's hilarious, man. He's awesome.
Now everybody smile and say Barcelona. 1, 2, 3.
Dude, this dude was hilarious, man. The photographer, he would improvise every single time. Uh-oh.
These boys are cute, huh?
1, 2, 3. Back here.
Maybe you're
Thank you.
There's one more. Okay, never mind. We're done.
또 시작이네. 추천 게임.
So right there, when Dimitri has that flyer, that was originally that was originally the deleted scene where then Kwon goes right there and smacks it out of his hands. And I think it was a line like, oh, aren't you supposed to be good at the defense? Or something like that. There's so much plot that needs to move forward that I think it's good that they took it out for the flow of the whole episode. I also remember we were actually at the aquarium in Atlanta, which apparently is one of the like best aquariums in the United States. And it was the coolest thing ever. Our waiting room was in front of the whale shark tank. It never felt like we were working because we were just like staring at the whale shark. Dude, I love the guitar, how they still have like Rise of Kwon in there a little bit. Dude, that dude named Daniel as well, shout out Daniel. He can kick way higher than that usually. He was there to make me and Tanner look good.
Right? USA! 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 Oh, you're scared!
I think this was another really big turning point when I gained a lot of confidence with Kwon. This scene incorporating so many extras as well, just like a big crowd. And so I was pretty nervous going into it, and me having a lot of dialogue in that scene was a little bit nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie, especially having the main cast right there. We did a couple takes and it felt good. And then in between the take, I was like, I want to do something bold. Like I want to do something crazy on this take. Kwon just feels like more of a performer than how I was doing it. And it was crazy because Joel, it literally felt like he read my mind. He came up to me and he's like, feel free to improvise and use the crowd here. And so I started like saying that USA, USA, have them chant USA because they were chanting Vlad before. So I feel like it makes sense to like try to egg Miyagi-Do on. The scene just felt so much more alive that way through Joel's guidance there.
This isn't a good idea.
Toughest guy in prison, right? You said that.
No, I didn't say that. I don't agree with that idea.
This is dumb.
The best your dojo has to offer.
I'm tough enough to kick your punk ass.
Oh.
You are not even captain.
That's
Where is
right.
he?
I'm right here.
Uh-oh.
Come on, guys, we're leaving.
You always walk away from challenging? Or is it because girlfriend is on our team?
Dude, Kwon is such an asshole.
Well, I gotta
kick above that line?
What? Too easy for you? Okay, bet then. You kick, and I kick. You win, you get to my room. I win, I get your room.
So serious, bro. Chill out.
You're on. Rob.
Dude, that scene was so much fun. That's like the start of the rivalry between Robby and Kwon. And oh my gosh, I was so looking forward to it because Robby's one of my favorite characters in the show. And Tanner is definitely someone who I really, really, really look up to as a person and as an actor. It just felt so natural, both acting and fighting with him. Felt like we hit it off right away. He was like the nicest person ever. I remember both of us when we were first learning the fights together, we were like, for some reason, this just feels right. Which is like ironic because our characters absolutely hate each other. Yeah, that scene in particular, I just remember feeling like, oh, I don't even have to act. I just have to react off of Tanner because he's just being so generous with his performance and just trust that it's going to come out good. And man, I guess it came out pretty good.
Okay, just give it a good running start.
That Russian guy that went before you, he jumped way too early. The physics.
Hey, I'm telling him. I know the physics. I'm going to a school world-renowned for it. Heard of it.
Oh, sure. I'm going to MIT. I get it.
It is.
That's one of my favorite lines, dude. Oh, we gotta go to MIT. Ooh. That was so clean, man. I remember seeing Tanner, how good he really is in person. I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to kick really freaking high to top him on this because yeah, he's just a true martial artist, man. He trains so much on his own time. He's super dedicated to his craft and it shows. I love that moment right there. I remember genuinely feeling like right here, like, dang, I'm gonna have to bring my A game right here, man. So what was crazy was on these insert shots on the close-up, when you see that, both of our stunt doubles, Dante, who's my stunt double, and Will Greenberg, who's a Tanner's stunt double, they had to like kick for real, actually put chalk on their foot and actually kick for real. We were fortunate enough to just kick the air kind of near it and then movie magic. The problem was I was like, oh shoot, the way the angle my kick comes, it feels like you're gonna hit the side of it first. But Dante did the craziest thing. He like jumped off a rock and kicked it just for that foot insert shot. So man, shout out Dante. He put his body on the line.
Don't worry. Leave your bags in the hall. Cobra Kai! Cobra Kai! Cobra Kai!
That line was also improvised as well. Originally, I was cheering Kwon because I remember I saw them cheering Vlad in the beginning. I figured, oh, that makes sense. Kwon is quite of a narcissist, so he would probably try to make them cheer Kwon too. Then I remember John Hurwitz, one of the creators of the show, came up to me and directed me and he said, we love the chanting, but change it to Cobra Kai. And I was like, oh, that fits so much better. Like, it's literally the name of the show. So that was a beautiful moment, I think, where because they were so open-minded to me improvising, I gave them an idea, which then sparked an even better idea. That's what I love so much about filmmaking, is that it's so collaborative and you can just bounce so many ideas off each other. And I'm so glad that it ended up being in the final cut here. Dude, this shot makes me laugh so hard because I think this was the shortest possible day I've ever been on set. I remember there was some kind of scheduling issues and they had to rearrange some things. So last minute, I was at the stunt gym training with the cast and they all of a sudden said, Brandon, we need you on set to do a pickup shot. And this was the only shot. So I got hair and makeup done just to go in bed and sleep. Number one, I find it hilarious that Kwon has his hair still gelled up like that when he's sleeping. And Joelle was like, yeah, just set up the bed on how you would like to do it. And for me as Brandon, what I love to do at hotels, because they always give you too many pillows like this, I like making like a little fort. And I was like, can I do this? And they're like, yeah. And so I made myself a little fort like that. And it almost felt like Kwon sleeping in his throne. So I felt like it fit the character as well. I was literally on set for like maybe 5 minutes for this, which is like unheard of.
Take Miyagi-Do first. They're weakest. Let them come to us.
We need to attack. Break their front line and get to the
Be
captains.
quiet.
Well, she's kind of right.
Just stay out of the way and don't fall down.
And let them come to us. Protect the egg. We need to make sure that Sam and Robby are safe. You did leave the hotel room last night.
Uh-oh.
Do it for each other.
Dude, it's still so weird seeing Johnny in a Miyagi-Do
Ready?
ki.
What are you doing?
I'm not giving you a choice.
Begin.
So that shot right there, you can see this is the stunt pass, which is usually we always do one wide shot where all of our doubles come in. If you look closely, these are not us. All of our stunt doubles are in. And the stunt pass is the coolest thing ever because they just set the tone, man. They bring so much energy. They do all of it in one take. It's just, oh my God, so badass. Shout out to all the whole stunt team and all the stunt doubles, man. I'm pretty sure that Jacob, who plays Hawk, was the only one that got to do the stunt pass. Jacob's double, his mohawk like fell off mid-fight. So then Jacob went in and did the stunt pass, and he just looked like a kid in a candy store. He looked like so happy to be able to fight with the big dogs, man. That was hilarious. Boom! Dude, that is positive contact right there. Gianni took that like a champ. It was so funny because I was trying so hard to make it look like it was really strong, but also not blast Gianni for real. And he just kept coming back to me. He's like, kick me harder. Kick me harder. I'm like, oh my God, dude. This dude's crazy, but he's so dedicated, man. Gianni's a beast. Dude, this choreography is so sick. Oh my God, I'm getting chills, man. Let's go, Miguel. Yeah, get him, Tori.
Okay.
Oh, the iconic. Oh, psych. Get some. Get him, Daniel. I mean, Yoon.
Sleep okay, huh?
Let's go.
So I remember those lines were actually improvised as well. I think Don told Tanner and I like, yo, guys, this is a moment where you guys can slip something in. And it just kind of felt right because story-wise, obviously, Robby didn't sleep well because Kwon took his room, you know? And obviously with the whole stuff with Tori. But I felt like it just built the tension more coming into this fight. Ooh, dude, so sick. Oh my God. Dude, oh my gosh, Mary's a beast. Tori Sam. We knew we were going to see it. Oh, so much intensity. It's so good. Dude, Miguel's a beast.
Robby, you good? I got it.
Ooh. So that choreography right there, I remember Tanner, Don, and I found character moments to put into that fight right there. Robby's very Miyagi-Do and he's very defensive. Kwon's the exact opposite of that. He's Cobra Kai. How can we show it through the body language? So just Kwon just being cocky and walking up to him and trying to make him flinch. Those were like organic moments we found as we were practicing this fight. Those check kicks to his leg. I remember Tanner, just like Gianni, he was like, kick me harder. When I was fighting with Tanner, it felt like fighting a stunt guy. It didn't feel like fighting an actor. It flowed so well. I remember the next day after we did this fight, Tanner texted me and he was like, how's your body feeling? And I'm like, oh, I got bruises here, 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 and here. What about you? And he's like, oh, that makes sense because I have bruises here, here, and here. I mean, film is forever and you gotta, if you don't have some cuts or bruises after doing a fight scene, you're not doing it justice, you know? Oh, that was such a good hook punch. Dude, this choreography flows so nice there. Oh, caught him slipping. Ooh.
Miyagi-Do is out.
Poor Miguel, man. He was putting in work.
Easy, man. Come on.
Dude, so when I saw that, that was the funniest thing ever when I saw that part because I think I improvised that line. The camera just kept staying on me, so it just felt right to say it in that moment. Honestly, I kind of blacked out when I said it. What makes it so funny to me is when I saw the final edit, I think they had Billy Zabka, who all of you know, of course, the legendary, say prick after. And I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. It's so awesome how they're able to use an improvised line and build another moment out of it in post-production too.
Only Cobra Kai and the Iron
Oh,
Dragons
that shot
remain
is so
alive.
badass, dude.
What's your strategy now?
We're outnumbered 2-1. Pierce the front line, go straight for the captain.
Not a bad plan, actually. Uh-oh. The audacity of these guys. What? That's a sick shot. Oh, dude, Iron Dragon music is so sick too.
I'll take the little girl. You two get the big guy.
Let's get him, Yoon. It's interesting how they use this here. Right here, that's Dante. That's the stunt pass again. That's all of our doubles. And then here is us. Ooh. Oh, man. You're all talk, Kwon.
Both Cobra Kai captains go down. The Iron Dragons win.
Dude, Iron Dragons are badass. So badass. Oh my god.
Welcome to Barcelona, bitch.
Iconic. And then right after... Dude, Reina and Patrick are so sick, man. Got humbled, bro. Dude, Lewis is badass too, man. Such a good ending to an episode. First of all, Iron Dragons are freaking badass. Reina and Patrick are just so good. I actually knew of Reina beforehand because we're both in the martial arts world. Patrick, I know, was really nervous going into this because he hadn't ever done martial arts before, and he's supposed to be like the strongest character, but he sells the performance so well. And I've told this story before, but I remember there was one time I was training at the hotel because we all stay at the hotel, and I like to pride myself in that I will train harder than anyone else. And this dude proved me wrong because as I'm warming up, look who comes in. It's Patrick. He comes in and he's training super hard, and he came up to me and he was like, dude, can you give me some tips on these kicks and stuff? So he really put in the work, and it shows. Reina, Patrick, Daniel, and I were all kind of like the new kids, and we all kind of got to feel and go through like the pressure of being on such a big show like this being all of our biggest roles, just kind of go through that together and train together as a group. It was just so awesome to go through together. They would all agree as well, like the cast and crew that have been established for 6 seasons now just made it so effortless to fit in because they were so welcoming. All right, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to follow me on my social media below and be on the lookout because there will be more episodes like this coming soon. Until next time, guys. Peace.